Welcome to Pro Talk Academy, your favorite YouTube channel on life-changing skills and knowledge. If you're yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon to stay notified on our latest videos. If you like this video, you can also give us thumbs up, as this will keep us motivated. Today we will look at 10 academic mistakes and how to avoid them as a student. My name is Engineer Omona Nnamdi. The first year in school can be an exciting time full of fun and wonderful new experiences. But these new experiences can come with a serious learning curve. If not prepared as a fresh student to adopt a completely new way of attending class and tackling assignments. Here are common academic mistakes with expert tips on how to fix them when things go wrong. The first mistake is skipping orientation lectures. As part of the activities for your matriculation as a new student, you are required by the school to attend orientation lectures which will prepare you for the future challenges ahead. Most times, students are only concerned with registration, screening, hiring of matric gown, invitation of guests, and how to entertain them. Skipping orientation lectures is a sure step towards dropping out of school as a result of poor grades or sanctions for breaking the school rules and regulations. In order to avoid skipping orientation lectures, ensure you attend orientation lectures and also read the student's handbook issued by your school, department, and the student union government (SUG) on regular basis. This will keep you updated on things to do and things to avoid as a student. The second mistake we will look at is missing too many classes. Most times you miss classes regularly for reasons best known to you, but it is not a big deal because you read the textbook easily to catch up, right? Wrong. Poor attendance can have major consequences in school. Imagine skipping class on a day when a lecturer introduces a new topic, gives a quiz, or takes attendance. It is easy to fall behind, and missing more than a certain number of classes can mean an automatic failure for most courses. How to avoid missing too many classes? The best way to avoid missing classes is to plan ahead. Good planning will ensure you make it to class and stay on top of your education. Don't pile up assignments and reports. Plan ahead. Know what time you need to be ready for classes so that you are in charge of your schedule and not the other way around. Third academic mistakes to avoid is not taking advantage of your academic resources. You are finally out on your own and you are determined to prove you can handle it without asking for help. With these increased responsibilities can come additional stress, feeling of being overwhelmed, and missed opportunities. How to avoid not taking advantage of your academic resources include: 1. You need to ask for help. Feeling awkward about asking for help is normal, but keep in mind that school campuses are full of people who want you to succeed. Lecturers have office hours because they want to help students and get to know them. Writing and tutoring centers are designed to help students. The second step to avoid not taking advantage of your academic resources is to find your resources. There are tons of facilities and all-round campus to help students with just about everything, like physical and mental health, academic and career advice, equipment rentals, and IT help. You just need to know where to locate them. Check your school's website or talk with. The fourth mistake to avoid is not managing your credit unit. There are so many interesting classes to take. You have spent through your first couple of years only to discover junior year that 80% of the classes you took were lower division and don't meet graduation requirements. Now you are looking at an extra semester or two before graduation. How to avoid not managing your credit unit? School usually provide guidelines that explain how many general education and major credit unit students need and what percentage of each needs to be upper and lower division. If they are available, take advantage of course and manage planning sheets, which can help you plan your schedule for your entire academic career. The fifth academic mistake to avoid is taking too many courses. Combining several course references or carryovers with current courses in a semester, you realize you are biting more than what you can chew. What started out as an exciting journey of knowledge has quickly turned into a stressful juggling act with little time for extracurricular activities. How to avoid this problem is to ensure that you avoid course references or carryovers by putting on seriousness. Clear up your course references on time and be mindful of the credit unit attached to each course. The sixth academic mistake to avoid is inadequate sleep. Between attending classes, going to sporting practice, and going to parties and clubs, you are also awake every night to squeeze in studying. When your alarm goes off for your first class, you are barely able to make it out of bed. This can lead to lower CGP, worsened mood, higher risk of drop classes, poor overall health, including weight gain, and compromised immune system, increased mental health issues like anxiety, depression, and stress, and higher risk of car-related accidents. How to avoid not getting enough sleep include 1. Self-control. Control yourself. Have fun as a person, but make sure you are not compromising yourself as a student. Learning to say no is a terrific skill. While it can be tempting to say yes to every new opportunity, know that you have at least 4 years to devote to your school experience. Do a little at a time so you can actually be awake enough to enjoy it. Second solution to avoid not getting enough sleep is to study early in the day. Slotting out time early in the day to do homework can keep you from having to stay awake all night and will help you feel well rested and prepared for class the next day. The third solution is to embrace naps. Try a brief but refreshing nap between but not during classes. And finally, the last one is to exercise regularly. The seventh mistake to avoid is not getting out enough or socializing with your colleagues. You are so focused on achieving success that you realize halfway through the semester you have barely left your hostel. Once you come out for air, homesickness hits you hard as you start to feel isolated from your colleagues. While school is certainly a time for students to increase their knowledge and understanding of their world and gain new skills, social interaction is an important part of the school experience. Students who focus solely on academics can miss out on creating meaningful relationships and are prone to feelings of loneliness. How to avoid this mistake is to create a study group. Putting together study groups with classmates can be the perfect combination of social and academic time. Secondly, get out on campus. Socialize on campus. Most schools often host a variety of activities, from small concerts and movie viewings to sporting and crafting sessions. So socializing with your colleagues on campus can also help you avoid this mistake of not getting out enough. The eighth mistake to avoid is not keeping track of your spending. After a semester of eating out with new friends, stocking up on books, and decorating your hostel room, you realize you have blown through your budget for the entire year. Now you reach for your student credit card to cover for snacks and avoid looking at your balance. Debt can pile up quickly, but it doesn't go away nearly as fast as possible. Financial mistakes in school can haunt you long even after graduation, so it is important to start smart spending habit right from your first year in school. So, ways to avoid not keeping track of your spending include making a budget. You may find it boring, but it is helpful. Absolutely. Students can make preliminary budgets before they start school, accounting for any tuition, fees, and housing costs, and making estimates for expenses like food, school supplies, and transportation. Whatever is left over is the budget. Whatever is left over in the budget can be earmarked for frivolous spending or savings to pay off any loans. Taking out a consistent amount of cash each month can also help with avoiding incurring debts. Remember that once you eat your cake, you cannot have it. So you have to keep track of your spending. The ninth mistake to avoid is not being careful about social media. Your social life is bustling and you love tagging your friends in post-party pictures. But when you go to your much anticipated interview for a competitive internship, the hiring manager tells you that your parting ways are not compatible with their company's culture or policy. You may find it disappointing. You need to be choosy about what you post on social media. When it comes to social media, there is a fine line between sharing too much and not enough. Employers like to see that potential hires have social media accounts, but students should be careful about what can be seen by the public. Make sure you understand exactly what certain privacy settings to hide, and be smart about not sharing photos of reckless behavior. The 10th and the last mistake to avoid is cutting off friends or family. Most times in your excitement to meet new people, you have forgotten your high school best friend's birthday and haven't called home in weeks. You've not reached your parents, but now you are struggling to make some big personal choices and you are not sure where to go for advice. What do you need to do to solve this problem? You need to strike or find the right balance. Try to keep a balance when maintaining relationships back home and developing new bonds at school. Students may feel like they are losing touch with old friends, but keep in mind that strong long-term relationships aren't too difficult to rekindle. And those friends are like going through the same balancing act. Check in now and then with old friends and call home once in a while to keep the lines of communication open. Secondly, you can take advantage of family ties. For many people, family is an important reason they are in school in the first place. Maybe your dad helped you with your application for admission, while your mom might have assisted in one way or the other, including relations. So you are the only one who know what help and support you got from them or you need from them. So take full advantage of their generosity, their advice, their love, their scolding, because they want the best for you and they want to know how they can help you succeed. So stay connected with friends and your family, especially good friends. So viewers, this is where we draw the curtains on the topic titled 10 academic mistakes and how to avoid them as a student. If you are yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification icon to stay notified each time we post new videos. For life and career enhancing skills, please visit www.protalk.com and register for any course of your choice. Instructors are also invited to register and start selling courses.